The tools for the job. Got a Stihl GTA 40. Stihl power pull saw. And then I just get a pair of these little Stihl hand pruners. They work great. I get people asking all the time about what to do when their fruit trees get like this, when it's been decades without maintenance. Right? They're just a jungle, just a tangled mess. So first thing I tell them is you're never gonna get your tree, back to a standard orchard looking fruit tree. Just doesn't have the structure. But what we can do is we can get it close. However, we do it in phases, year by year. I've never touched this one. There's some that I'm 6 years into, 5 years, 4 years into that look way better. Initially, the steps are, we want to clean out the dead and the dying. We want to clean out the broken. We want to clean out anything that's tangled, that's crisscrossing, that's like damaged. And then interior, low hanging. There's like 5-6 things we want to focus on first. Those are the things we go to first. And then if we hit about the golden rule, the 1/3 rule, then we will stop. And then we give it, and then we start again next year on different phases. But immediately you see right here in the middle, we've got dead. Right here, we've got dead. Look at all that. Look at all that crisscrossing here. Right? Look at all this stuff up the center. You got dead here. You got big stuff growing off. You got many different, dead branches here. The homeowners, they've just kind of cut them in random places. So we want to clean all that up. Take out some of that middle. See that big dead one there. So, just doing the basics, we're going to easily hit the 1/3. The tree's still going to be tall this year. And then next year, what we can come in and do is focus on bringing down height and focus in tightening it up. We don't want to do it all at once. Some people will just come through and they'll just top it and then it'll sucker up. That's stupid. Don't do that. I'll give you a step-by-step on what I do. Big dead one, let's get rid of that. Clean this old cut up. You see this big, nasty one here. I'm gonna see if I can cut it, film it at the same time with my phone. So we're snagged. Okay, see where that was growing into that other one. Eventually we might, you know, in the next year or two, take one of these out, probably this tall one, and leave this, try to get it growing that way. So I'm just realizing right here that the top through that center is pretty much all the way dead. So I go ahead and just take out the whole thing, which was probably gonna happen regardless looking at it from this view. It really opens up that middle, but yeah, probably the bottom quarter still had some green. The top 3/4 was completely dead. I'm gonna go ahead and just speed this part up. All I'm doing is just hand pruning, just cleaning stuff up by hand, climbing up the tree, and just doing the stuff that I can't reach with the pole saw. I should mention what I'm looking for is, you know, anything broken, dead, anything to that, crisscrossing, damaged, anything growing interior, and then just trying to reduce some of those long, skinny ones, just properly, and you know, just doing a little bit of hand pruning. Not a ton this year. Next year will be a lot more hand pruning. But yeah, it just makes sense to get up there, try to clean it up. I've got a ladder. I could have probably reached some of this, but a lot of times it's just easier to climb. All right, so that's the bulk of it. You can see thinned out in the middle a lot. Got rid of, I'll probably take a little bit more off that side still. Got rid of the dead, the broken, the crisscrossing, the damaged. Probably a little more than a third for sure, probably closer to half, which it is what it is. do a little bit of hand cleaning, obviously with the pruners, as you saw. Not much more I want to do on it this year. Next year you're going to get a ton of shoots, suckers, water sprouts, whatever you want to call them, all throughout the tree. Hopefully it'll fill in nice. We'll get a lot of new growth. And we can start using the new growth to shape the tree. You can see it's kind of, you know, this and that. So we should hopefully next couple years start to work it down and kind of get it to more of a fruit tree shape. But yeah, I like it. Turned out okay. Show you the amount of stuff that came off of it. See that, all that big stuff. And we got the skid steer there with a big piece. So a lot of times too, you got to clean up. If you're a professional, you got to clean up. Homeowners, if this is you, don't leave, you know, nubs and stuff. There's a branch collar. It's called a branch collar. It's right here. Also, you'll see some of my nicks. That's just me being lazy. Try not to do that. That's not that good. But you see, like on this cut, try to cut it more flush. Let it callus. This tree has very few calluses. I mean, there's where it ripped and it's calloused a little bit. And if you wonder what I mean by callus, see how it's calloused, right? But that obviously never healed correctly. So what you want is you want a circle, and then you want this callus around the circle. I don't even know if I can find one on this tree. Yeah, there's one. So you see here, you can see how it's calloused up and it's closing in. It's healing itself. There's a lot of cuts. I took this big cut. Make sure you cut those clean. See that part right there where it was growing into each other. So yeah, this tree's gonna be a lot happier. See little stuff like, if you see little stuff like this, it's not the biggest thing. Is if you got kids or somebody walking by and they hit that, that's going to be really sharp and it's going to jam them and cut them. Right, so yeah, this tree looks way better. We'll go ahead and tackle that tree and that tree next.